Hey guys, what's up? This is Easy E with another Minecraft PE video, and today I'll be taking one of the requests from my subscribers that left a comment for me to make a barn with a wheat farm, animals, etc. So that's basically what they said. So I'll have to admit, this was probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to make ever since I made the kingdom. That was one of my really old videos that you might want to see if you're interested. And, you know, I had a lot of trials and errors. I had a really hard time kind of deciding what exactly the size of the barn would be, and I went for a pretty big barn. So this is basically what it looks like, and I'm going to teach you guys exactly how to make it. So, first of all, you're going to need a pretty massive amount of space. I'd say, I'm not really sure how big it would be. I'm just like looking at the picture. You should have a pretty good idea how big the space it would be. So just make sure you have a really big open area, that there's no trees in the way or snow or like ugliness like this dirt here that I kind of didn't clean up. So yeah, you know, just you need a lot of space. So first off, you're going to start with 2 doors. Place them like so they look like this. This is going to be the base of your whole barn, so you want to make sure you put it in the right spot and that you're happy with it. Next, you're going to want to put some red wool like so. Make sure that on the sides it's actually four red wools, and then you're just going to want to add another layer of red wool like so. So it should look like that. Next, this part's a little bit tricky from what you did before. Add about like 3 blocks up here. 3 blocks up there, and then make sure you want to leave this empty space here, which is exactly 8 blocks, which is a 2x4 kind of thing. And then once you do that, make like an just pretty much make this shape. I can't really describe it, but you can look at the picture, just like pause and then make sure that whatever you see here, just make sure it's empty. Sorry, my throat's still a little bit coughing. So I'm going to teach you guys an actual, like a pretty neat trick that I figured out on my own. I actually don't know if people have already done this. I haven't seen any from what I've seen. So I'm going to teach you guys how to make legit windows. All you got to do is use 4 wooden stairs like in this kind of pattern, then use some wooden slabs on top and the bottom, and then just put some trapdoors. So then you can actually open it and close it at whenever you feel like it. Next, you want to outline the entire, whatever you make, the thing that you made with some white wool. And then on the top, you're going to want to put some black wool on top. Pardon me. And then you want to put some black wool on top of the white wool like so. Make sure that it's leveled with the trapdoors so that it's just above it like so. Next, behind it, you want to add 2 lines of red wool by 5, like so, right from behind, and then you want to make it high enough so that it's just below the white wool that you made before, and then just add 2 columns of white wool on the ends of both sides. Now you're gonna want to put a red wool here, and then make sure it's 12 blocks long on both sides. Then you want to do the same thing, just extend it up, make sure it's leveled, and then also just add 2 white columns at the ends. Then you're going to want to go back and extend it by 15 red wool. That's right, 15 red wool. You want to do the same thing, just increase the height like so, put 2 white wool columns like that, and then just connect them together. Okay, so the design that you did before, you want to extend those white wools that you did from the roof backwards like that. This might be a little bit tricky, but what you want to do is make sure that you, like the first one, for example, you want to do a curve so that it's just like that, and then the next one should be just above it, and the next one above that, and then there should be like a 2-block kind of thing going on over here. So for both sides, it should look something like this. All you gotta do is just extend it, and when you're gonna turn to do the next corner, make sure there's like space, like whatever you see right there, just exactly do, and then just do the same thing, just, you know, put do the pattern like that, and then connect it. So you should have some, like a pyramid almost kind of pattern going on. If it doesn't look like this, then you probably did something wrong, so you might want to, if you did something wrong, you might want to fix it. Just go back and just make sure you got the you got the proper look of it. So it should look like this if you did it right. It looks pretty clean and nice, but it's not quite finished. What you want to do is use the black wool and do the exact same thing, just put it on top of it, and it should look like this once you're done. Now, we'll go on to just, like, the windows. So this is a pretty important thing. Sorry, my nose is also a bit, like, runny. So on both sides and the front of the thing, you want to make sure that you want to do exactly what you see. Put four wooden do the window trick that I showed you. Make sure you put it by 4, so 2 by 2, and then the next one beside it 2 by 3, and the next one by 2 by 2 by 2. And make sure that there's space in between each one of them and from the walls, and that there's one space above it and 2 spaces below it, like so. And then by where the doors are, which I just pointed out in the picture, make sure that you want to open this by like 2 by 2 on both sides and just replace it with the window trick that I showed you. Now on the sides, you want to put some fences on the on the ends of the white wool, extended by 13 this way, like this way, and then just connect them with some fences. So it should look like this. If you've gone this far, then you know that's pretty good. So on the sides, just make sure that you get right on, like, dead center. Open like a door, make it 2 by 3. Add 3 gates like so, and on top, just add like this little thing. Just kind of like a little message, like you could say wheat farm or whatever you want. Put some torches, and then this is also very important. Make sure you do this correctly. You want to put a 2 by 3 wood window like so. Make sure it looks exactly like as you see it right there. And in the back, this is also a very, very, very important step. You want to make windows like so. Make sure that this one is 4, like each one of them, the numbers you see, that's how long it should be. It shouldn't be like, and it also should be 2 blocks high, if I didn't mention that. So make sure that they're also 2 blocks high for each of them. So this one should be a 4 by 2, a 4 by 2, an 8 by 2, 8 by 2, and then 4 by 2, and then a 4 by 2. So make sure it looks exactly like that. Make sure, just because if you mess this up, you're gonna ruin the look of the entire farm, of the barn, I mean. So next, this is this is kind of I didn't do the picture exactly correct, but what you want to do, just kind of ignore everything you see here. Just make sure that you replace all the ground with some gravel. Okay, this is another very important step. By each window, right beside it on both sides, on the left and the right, put some fences that just keep going up until they reach like the white wool. And do it for every single window, make sure, and if in the corners that you want to fill those up too. So this is a bit tricky. I hope you get this part, so please pay attention. So for each column that you made of fences, just like extend them to the left and the right, make sure they connect with the other columns, and then what you want to do is actually expand this, make sure that you add some fences so it touches the next, like the white wool over there, as you can see, just like that. So now we're back to this picture. It should look like this if you've done it right. Just like connect them all, and then there should be like the columns should be like connecting upwards like that. Then the next step we want to do is basically just connect all those ones, and then you should have a look kind of like this. So this one is, it doesn't really matter how big the cage is. It should be relatively, it should be like this size, I think. So basically, what you did, like on this side, for example, just connect them and then make some cages like so. For the smaller ones, it should look like something like this. And as you'll notice, you're gonna see these things in the 4 corners of some of the cages. Just remove that, just so it gives a more cleaner look. And in each one, just put some blue wool wherever you feel like it. Put a sign that tells like what animal it is. For example, this one's the chickens, the pigs, and then the sheep. And then for the bigger ones, you might want to put more water to make it more realistic. And then these are the cages for the cows. So this is also another one that I forgot to point out before. You're gonna see this kind of ugly pattern right here. All you gotta do to fix it is just like push the white wool like a bit more to the corner like that, so it should look like that. And then just, when you've done that, just put a bunch of yellow wool everywhere. This is supposed to be hay. I only put torches up so that you can see it. You don't have to put torches. There's already enough light from all the windows that you should have made before. And then just put a bunch of your regular stuff like crafting tables, furnaces, etc. You could even add some furniture if you wanted to, like so. And then, in the white part on the inside, just add another sign and some torches. And in this step, I forgot to mention as well, all you gotta do, so what you did with the roof, you shouldn't have done anything, because I forgot to mention this before. All you gotta do is make a white box like so, in the inside, fill it in with glass, and you should just fill in the white wool with some black wool like so. So you should have this window effect. For the wheat farm, since I didn't build this in the water, you can if you want to, but that's going to be a lot harder. What you do want to do to make a wheat farm, I suggest, is get a lot of bone meal, put some seeds, and then just make a wheat farm like that. I'm not sure if you just want to actually make a wheat farm or if it's just for design. This one is just for design. It's not, I don't, if I were to make this, I'm not going to use this for like a legit wheat farm. I would just go do that in the water. So this is kind of just for a display. When you do that, you're just going to want to add a fence like so, and then just add a gate like about there. So that's pretty much it. That's how you make a barn. The animals, I cannot show you how to do that. You're gonna have to do that on your own because I am in creative mode and animals are not in creative, and I seriously do not want to just build this again and create in survival just to show you guys what the animals would look like if you put it in. I'm pretty sure you have a good idea what it would be like. I do advise that you get caged animals before you make the farm, just so it would be a lot easier when you transport them inside. So that's pretty much it. So it should look, this is kind of the look. You can do whatever you want. This is just kind of the guideline that I've done for you. Like I'm doing in this picture, I'm just adding on whatever I feel like should be added on. So you can do the same thing, just add whatever you want. You can remove some of the stuff I've done. You can kind of put your own kind of thing if you feel like it. So yeah, it's pretty much up to you. I've given you like a base, and now it's up to you to just finish it off. So this idea, by the way, is from Allegan Nermal. He said, this is the exact quote: "Hey, when you get any free time, I would appreciate it if you can make a whole farm with wheat, sugarcane, animals, a barn, etc. A complete farm. Thanks in advance." So I kind of just made the barn. I didn't really like do a complete farm. I'm missing like the sugarcane thing. Again, you need water and sand for that. I did not really think about that because it's a bit much. I kind of did what I just felt like doing. I hope this is kind of what you wanted. For the sugarcane and the wheat farm, if you wanted to have an actual wheat farm, I suggest just going in the ocean and then just planting those seeds there because they do grow a lot better with water and sunlight and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and please keep sending more requests of stuff that you want me to do. I'll have to think about it first, and then if I think that I can do it, I'll do it. So don't be afraid to ask me exactly what you want me to do. Please continue to subscribe, like, and comment. It's really appreciated. I really appreciate you guys doing this. Before, I had like 30 subscribers or so, and then now I got like 1,000, so that's pretty good. By the way, my special 1,000 video is gonna be coming up soon. I hope you guys will be looking forward to that one because I'm planning on making something a little bit more different that you may enjoy. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and this is Easy E going out. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Later.